I am Dracula.
This week, it's Dee's pick, and we're back to reviewing more extreme, terrifying fucking stuff. Gory fucking shit.
Anyways, yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
We are back. My pick, Martyrs, 2008. Yeah, it's heavy here. Okay, so it's extreme exploitation, body horror, torture, just a lot, just a lot of stuff.
What made you pick this one this week?
Because I've been known to be picking the risque ones. And what did you pick last week? Trolls?
Troll.
Troll.
Yeah.
Oh, Trolls! You may as well have picked Trolls.
It didn't go down too well.
It went down like a fucking sack of bricks.
So, yeah, we're going to continue on with the exploitation, extreme horror. Martyrs from 2028. French film.
2008.
2008. Bollocks.
It's a short enough, 99 minutes long. Budget of 2.8 million, but only made 1.1 million.
Flopping.
1.1. Wait, hold on. Budget of 2.8 million euro, but the box office was 1.1 million dollars. Is that the?
They're roughly the same. There's not much in them. And
Okay.
anyway, so it failed in anyway. It's a bit of a flop. But I don't know. I enjoyed this one day. We watched this a couple of years ago, and
Yeah, I don't want to say I enjoyed it, and I don't want to I recommend. But
no,
if
this is a good one. This is a good one.
if you've been keeping up with their kind of exploitation or kind of X-rated horrors, you will like this one.
And I think people enjoy this more than Megan is Missing, which was your last pick.
Possibly. Well, see, Megan is Missing, that was very heavy, and I mean, it explores real life things. Like, that shit happens all the time, where this is a bit more like, you know.
It's just more gory, really.
Well, it's definitely gory, but it's more... the idea is mad anyways. Should we get into the plot?
Let's go.
Do you want me to go?
No, I'll jump in. A young girl, Lucy, it's back was in the 1970s.
Yeah, 1971, it's based.
Yeah, and we see this...
No, sorry, it's not based in 1971. It starts in 1971.
Yeah, so
the story starts of Lucy.
Lucy's a young girl who escapes this fucking slaughterhouse that she's been in for a year.
Yeah, so basically it follows Lucy. She is escaping out of this terrifying place. She's in bits. She's cut to pieces. And she's rescued, and she's in an orphanage. And through the orphanage we learn, or kind of through flashbacks, we learn what happened to her. So she was chained up, force-fed, gruel, battered, you name it, whatever. So she's in an orphanage now, and she gels with this other girl, Anna. We don't get Anna's backstory, but we just know that they're kind of friendly. So, but we know that Lucy likes to self-harm, but she kind of says that this woman is following her, or I don't know, attacking her. So that's all we kind of get of their background. So the film actually really kicks off 15 years later, when Anna and Lucy are older. But we, it kind of kicks off into the scene of the Belfort family, the four of them having breakfast in the house, and
Normal looking family, nice house,
very
with a dark secret though.
Well, you kind of get a weird vibe, don't you? Anyways, when they're eating their breakfast, it's just a bit like, what's...
Yeah, they're not their average everyday family, it turns out.
No, I mean, they're pretty... Doesn't really matter to us right now at the minute, but they are important.
We see somebody scoping out the house, looking to...
You don't actually see anybody, do you?
What? Lucy?
Yeah, you don't see her.
You can see somebody creeping in. Can't you? I'm pretty sure.
No, you just hear a knock on the door and
she comes in straight away.
Yeah, with the shotty.
Takes everyone out one by one.
Well,
which was good, saying that that's the first bit of action in the film.
Well, there's a family, a mother and a father and two kids just eating breakfast. Seems real normal. Knock on the door. Bang. Shotgun goes off. He's gone. The dad shoots the man next. Has the young fella up in the kitchen and is like...
Fucking shitting himself.
Shitting himself. Do you know what your man and dad did? He's like, huh? He doesn't say anything.
No, I think he did. We're talking about this. I think he did know what was going on.
He could have. I mean, he didn't say yes or no. But Anyways, shoots him. And then she chases the little girl, which is actually a particularly hard scene when she shoots her through the bed in the bedroom. But anyways.
Oh,
so, yeah.
shit, that was a fucking mad scene.
Yeah, it was just... It's a mad opening to a movie because you're like, what the fuck is going on here and why?
Yeah, you're told nothing, like.
Absolutely none. So Lucy picks up the phone after she's finished her rampage, rings Anna. Oh, I'm after doing it. And Anna is like, send me the fucking location, I'm going to come now.
Yeah, are you sure you know deals with the right people? So we kind of find out
the right
then,
people for what? Like, we have no idea.
You don't know.
Basically, we get told or put together that the parents, anyways, are part of why Lucy was, what would you say, captured or tortured or whatever.
Tortured.
They're part of the reason. Or they're the people, sorry. I think the mom is actually one of the women who was tortured her.
Yes, that's right.
So Anna rocks in and is like, what the actual fuck is going on in here? Let's try and clean it up. Few word scenes of Lucy. I mean, it's self-harm, let's just say. But we see it as that. But in Lucy's, there's a woman doing it to her.
Same one we see at the start, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm assuming because there is a flashback of Lucy when she's in the dungeons and she's at the time that she's escaping. And there's a woman chained up in another room that she sees and she's obviously like, look, get me out, missus. Can't even talk, but she's like, get me fucking out.
Yeah.
And Lucy can't, like, your woman's chained to the fucking floor anyway. And Lucy's like, here, I have to dip, like, I have to get out. So I don't know if that's after kind of torturing her, let's say, in her mind. And now she has this hallucination of this woman that follows her and harms her, but it's actually her self-harming her.
It's weird because nobody else can see this woman except for Lucy.
Yeah. And she does numbers to herself. Like, Anna is doing a little doctor. She's stitching her up. And I have to say, Lucy is fucking pulling through. Like, what? Pulling slicing her. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. But she keeps just getting attacked by this woman. And, like, Anna is out there just dumping the bodies, trying to clean up this mess. And Lucy's acting a fucking maggot, like, chasing her, like, cutting her arms. It's nasty. Like,
yeah.
But, yeah, she kind of... How does she actually die, Lucy? She runs out into the
lawn and sits on her neck.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the woman that did it, but it wasn't actually, because Anna sees the whole thing and it's just Lucy on her own. So we don't really understand anything at that point. We're like, what? That girl is trouble.
And I love how Anna runs over to her as if she's going to save her after she slit her own neck.
Yeah,
like,
no, she gives her a bath and everything. It's so weird. Like, this film is just so unsettling. So a day passes, Anna wakes up, decides to ring her mum. Her mum's just giving her grief on the phone. I would have just hung up. But something in the background falls over. The hammer that Lucy had smashing her. Gee, that was actually a mad scene as well. Do you remember that scene?
Yes, we breathed over that.
Yeah, but I don't want to spill too much because it's very graphic, but there's a particularly...
The mother in
heinous.
that house is still alive. And Anna was helping her out under Lucy's nose. They went like, for some reason, why was she doing that though?
Well, basically,
that would have sabotaged the both of them.
Anna was lifting the bodies out and Lucy was upstairs having a nap and she figures out that the mom is still alive, but Anna doesn't know. Like, I don't think I don't know if Anna believes the stories of what Lucy said. So she's like, she just sees this woman battered up. Lucy cops it, fucking finishes her with a sledge. And then...
It makes you wonder, what were these girls doing all the time? Were they just going after the people that were...
In the 15 years, like, what has happened, yeah. Like, a lot of gore happens in the scene where we could have done with a little bit of a backstory, but it doesn't matter anyways. But yeah, she's devastated. Lucy's dead. Rings her ma. Her ma's giving her grief. A sledgehammer that she smashed everyone's head in the background just happens to fall over and break this like window behind the drawer thing,
like
closet.
A press almost.
Like a little storage thing. And Anna decides, hold on, let me just crawl down here. Crawls down into this crawl space that turns out to be like, it looks like a laboratory with just fucking steel everything.
And we see pictures on the wall. What are you laughing at?
Sorry, no.
We see pictures on the wall and they look like test victims. Like, they look like in hospitals and they're being like tested on. Multiple
women in various different horrific states. They all look like they're dying. They're all like staring off into the distance. It's just frightening, the whole thing.
I'm putting one and one together now, and there's obviously something going on here. These people are something.
Well, obviously, like, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
who was this family?
Operation has still been going on in 15 years. Let's just say they've upped their game. So,
but
she finds this like what would you say, trapdoor with a
Good.
lock on it. Just has this urge to smash the fucking thing open. Smashes it open, opens the thing, finds this woman in it. And this thing is like...
And again, like skinless, like she almost looks like she's been...
She has skin, but
battered
it's
to
just
death,
cut to pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really bad. She has like this fucking steel blindfold and
Yeah.
G-string on. And the woman is just... I don't even have words. She doesn't even look human. It's bad. It reminds me of... What's that film, Barbarian?
Yeah, it looked like that thing out of Barbarian,
it's like
didn't
Barbarian
it?
took a bit of inspiration from this
100%.
because the way it's horrific. Lucy or Anna decides to put her in the bath. First of all, your one is filled with cuts. Why would you put her in a bath?
Yeah, what, like...
Why
that
would you
would
put her
be...
in water? That would be agony.
Agony,
And she
absolute
can't
agony.
even talk. It's bad.
Goes a step forward though and
Oh.
takes that little metal cap off her head. Because, mind you, that metal cap is bolted into her head.
It's a steel blindfold screwed into her skull. Anna decides, hold on, I get a fucking screwdriver and start screwing the things out.
Oh.
The agony, I can't even tell you. Bad. She doesn't take off the G-string though.
Leaves that on.
She leaves that on. She leaves her in the bath.
Yeah.
Again, she goes back to Lucy and falls asleep. And wakes up. Your one's been in the bath all night, shriveled like a fucking prick.
Imagine.
What the hell? The whole
Yeah.
it's just crazy. Like, obviously there's a lot going on here.
Be only
She
about
doesn't
3
even
foot
think
tall
to
next
call
one.
for a police or an ambulance or anything. Well, obviously not, because there's a lot of people killed, but anyways. Yeah, the poor woman, nameless woman, is smashing her head off the wall. She ends herself there. No, she doesn't end herself there. This is the second time I'm after catching myself up. Fuck's sake.
Right.
Human. She doesn't. She's smashing her head off the wall. Anna is like, oh my god, stop. Next of all, nameless woman. Fucking headshot. Cleanest headshot I ever did see. Bang.
Bang.
Gone.
Who the fuck is this geezer?
There's about 10 geezers come in. They look like the Men in Black. Bear in mind, this is all in French, by the way. Did I touch on this? This is actually a French movie.
Yeah. And sometimes you forget it's a French film, it's that good.
You actually said that last night. You were like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot that this is French. Because it gets to a certain point in the film that you don't actually need
Yeah.
the subtitles.
Like the dialogue.
Or to be even paying attention to any subtitles.
That makes for a great movie when you don't really need to rely on the dialogue.
And especially French, like,
Yeah.
not hating on, but
Oh, but it's obviously harder to watch a foreign film.
French in particular.
Yeah, a hard language, but
These geezers come
didn't need
in.
it. Like, this film it could have been in any language.
True.
Unbelievable.
True. But anyways, these geezers barge in. Your one is fucking shotty. They start piling all the bodies. They start cleaning up properly. They whip Anna. Very abusive, very aggressive, just straight away off the bat. Whip Anna. Whip her down to the basement thing again. Tie her to a chair. This bitch, Mademoiselle, pops in. We find out Mademoiselle is the head honcho.
Is the
She's
queen
like
bee.
the queen bee. Mademoiselle's like, what have we got here? Let me just tell you the operation set up here. Whips out this little book. My God. She goes on this rampage about women and about, like, martyrs. They're trying to make a martyr. And basically what a martyr is somebody who has seen death. And specifically young women that are, like,
For some reason, it works better.
susceptible or
What
something
they're
like that.
trying to learn.
They're trying
works
to
better.
get them in this altered state. And to do this, you have to go through unimaginable pains. It's like so much pain that the body can't handle, that you're like near death. I don't even know how to explain it really.
And see,
But why on earth? We know nobody even touched on why we're doing this. Like, why?
so they're meant to be a secret society, and they want to learn secrets about the afterlife. And as they explained there, like, they need like a young woman. So obviously Anna is the next subject.
Yeah, so basically, they sorry us. They capture young women, inflict systematic acts of torture. So that's...
Now wait,
you
can we
can
go into
imagine.
it? Can we go into that?
We will in a second. We won't even talk about what type of torture they do. But they want to get them into this, like...
Almost like battered state where they can't talk, or it's so fucking graphic the way like how she gets to that stage.
Yeah.
I'll go too much
Maybe
into
we
it.
should take a break before
Do we go into it? Okay, yeah, we'll be right back.
BRB.
Have you ever watched the news and wished that you could see something more positive, or looked online and saw all the aggravation and anger and hatred out there and thought to yourself, why can't I just see more positive things in my life? Hi, I'm Mike Rathbun, and I'm the host of the Kindness Matters podcast. Every week, we promise to bring you stories that will uplift you and motivate you and inspire you to see the kindness and be the kindness that this world needs more of. Tune in, the Kindness Matters podcast with me, your host, Mike Rathbun.
Which is much needed as we're about to go into the next part of this film. So this is the part where you don't need subtitles. You can just really grasp what's happening now. So obviously Anna is the next subject or victim of this society's
sick plan.
So we see her go through various stages of torture, and it's brutal. This one particular man likes to visit her daily and just and just
beats
go
the fucking shit
hell
out.
for leather. I don't even know. Oh, he just fucking
bad.
beats the shit out of her every day.
It starts out like he comes in, a few little slaps, but it gets gradually worse to the point where he's ground pounding her. And
he's beating the shit out of her every day.
this is where I'm going to take a point off at the end. This is like the third act of the film, dragged on way too long. This part where she was getting beaten, that
If
dragged
you
on
ever
way too
find in
long.
these type of films, there is scenes that always drag on for so long, and there's always
Yeah,
scenes that
this is
people
one
say
of them.
that was because this is why they make these scenes, because they want people to talk about it, like, and then she's force fed that grill shit. That
Yeah, and if she doesn't,
Lucy
she
was
doesn't
forced
swallow it, she gets a slap off the person that's
it's
giving it to her.
just,
Oh
she's
my god!
battered. She gets her head shaved. She's chained down. I don't even know how to. I'll let
So,
you just divulge
eventually-
into that.
Eventually, she gets into the state that they're all looking for.
Well, they say she's reached. Oh, she's like the first person in years who's reached the final stage. So she has given herself up. Basically, she has just said, "Right, fuck this. I'm just
Everyone-
totally giving in."
Everyone is losing their shit. Get Mademoiselle on the phone.
Mademoiselle.
Quick.
Well, they kind of say, "Look, this is the next stage. The next stage is that they bring her in to perform."
Oh, we're skipping over that.
Should we
Heavy scene.
skip over that scene? No, I'm gonna tell you. Basically, they go in, they bring her in, and cut every piece of skin off her bar her
So
face.
she's attached to some sort of hamster wheel, human hamster wheel. If you ever see it,
Yeah,
when
like
they spin
she's
people
born.
around.
Yeah.
And she's just raised up, and pretty much like the doctor or the surgeon is just taking bits of skin off her.
No, they take her entire skin off, bar her face.
Yeah, eventually, like, but you just see him kind of chipping away at her. It's fucking crap.
Grotesque. Absolutely grotesque. And then she's put in a wheelchair. Oh, like the scene of people like putting the stuff around her wrists and there's no skin. You can just see the... Oh! It's nail biting. I couldn't even really look at this. For the second time I watched this film, I couldn't even look at this part. That'll
Hefty,
just tell you.
fucking hefty.
And it's not a particularly, oh my god, but that specific scene of them putting the wrists, they're like little, I don't know, how do you call them?
What?
They're like steel things to hold her into place. In
Oh
the
yeah,
chair.
like just
Binders and cuffs.
Yeah.
But their particular zoom in of them putting around her bare flesh makes me want to actually scream. I can't even tell you how bad. But yeah, so she has reached the final stage. She's barely clinging on to life. And they're in the house still. The bitch goes down to feed her, notices that she's kind of staring off into the distance. And shall we say, she kind of looks like all the other pictures. Ooh, let's call Mademoiselle in.
The head honcho.
The head honcho scooches in. The worst eyebrows I've ever seen in my life. And she has this little turban on her. What
Yeah.
fucking Mademoiselle is this? We're meant to be France. Or we're meant to be French. Like, where's the fashion? Fashion is just not here. But anyways, she comes in and she's in this like pool. I don't know, like jelly pool. It's just the most. She's in a bath or something. It's bad.
Do you
It's
bring?
so bad.
Do you put this girl through absolute fucking
The
hell?
ringer.
This better be worth it at the end. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the
Like,
ringer.
There's people coming in. You're almost there. You're almost at the next stage.
Where?
This
Where am
better
I
be-
going?
This better be worth it at the end.
You have me in the bath with not a blade of skin in me. As soon as I get out of the bath, I would be losing it at this stage. I wouldn't be having any, like...
Unless I
honestly.
get handed about 50 grand or something, or 50.
Where are we going?
50
Tell
grand,
me where we're
50
going.
million.
There's not 50 grand to not have one piece of skin in your
No,
body.
no, I fucked up there.
Are you crazy?
I
Yeah,
fucked
no.
up there. Yeah, fuck up.
It's God.
It's terrible, but I love
Grotesque.
I love the effects though.
The effects are so good. It looks so real. I couldn't even
I say
look at it.
a lot of that budget was to the effects. I say.
Oh, obviously, because the entire film takes place in the one house, so it's all on the effects.
So, Mademoiselle goes into Anna, and Anna whispers something to her,
Yeah, we don't know what she's whispering, but to be honest,
Mademoiselle finds out, but us, the viewers, don't get to see, or they don't get to find out what
Well,
she said. We don't.
we get this kind of shot where it zooms into her eye, and it's just all this like mad music and lightning, and it's like, oh, this is the afterlife. We
Yeah,
don't
it was-
see
it was-
anything. Like, it's just
There's a lot of nothing. I'll be honest with you. If it was anything like that vision that she had, it was nothing.
a lot of that.
So you don't know what she actually said to Mademoiselle. But
I would be whispering
what happens if
the
she
most
said it was,
vile.
what would you say? What would you be saying?
I would be. What would you whisper after all this she's put you through? I would be whispering the
Yeah,
most
you-
vile insults you've ever heard in your whole life. I'm waiting till I get out of this bad.
Wait till I grow my skin back.
Wait
I'm
until I
gonna
grow
get
my
you.
skin back. Oh my god. Honestly. But Anna is literally just clinging on his life. I don't know how she manages to get the strength to whisper this, but she whispers something and she whispers no more. That's Anna. All these people are arriving to the house next of all.
Is
It's
it the house?
society.
Is it the house?
Yeah,
everyone's
it's
in,
all in
okay.
the house.
Yeah, yeah.
This in particular house that Lucie and Anna came to at the very start of the film.
And you said a good one. Like, there's a lot of people showing up now to hear the announcement from Mademoiselle.
This secret society, they're all, take note, extremely old. Well, not extremely old. That's actually
Middle
quite
age
harsh.
and up,
No, 65 plus.
and look like they have money.
Money. So obviously they want to. My guess is this is like a secret society to find out what's in the afterlife. All these fuckers are grave dodging,
Yeah.
as in AKA for the American viewers.
And
They're
the-
close to the end,
They could be the one funding the things as
and
well.
they're like, we need to find out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is the society. So they're all there. Looks like they're having a whale fucking tea party, having a few sarnies, and poor Lucy's down in the basement. Or not Lucy, fuck's sake. Anna is down in the basement, having a gruel of a time. Mademoiselle is up, finally taking off her bleeding turban on her eyebrows, getting ready to tell everybody, you know, what's going to go down. Oh, sharp turn. She doesn't actually.
No, and this is what's really interesting. So a person's outside.
It's actually really annoying to be.
Another
as well.
fellow society member is outside her room asking, like, are you coming out? Like, what's, or like, but you actually asked her, like, what did she see? Like, what did she tell you? And he goes into the room. And what did she say at the end? Like,
She basically
you wouldn't believe
says,
it or something? And
yeah, so she basically, the assistant kind of was like, was what she said clear? And Mademoiselle says, oh, very clear, yeah. And then she says, can you imagine what comes after death? And he says, oh, no. And then she says, well, keep doubting. And then just pops herself in the mouth. That's it.
Mhm.
Just keep doubting what?
what does keep doubting mean, actually? Like, keep doubting what we believe? Or, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Like, keep whatever you
Or
believe.
keep doubting
it
that
is.
there's an afterlife?
Fucked up film, though. Like, it took me to watch that again to get the story to it. And
It's, yeah.
the director said there is some sort of Catholic tones to it, like message to
Is
it.
there?
That's what he was saying. That's what I read about. Yeah, and it's a good message because people like worry about what's after death, and there might not be anything in the end. There is a little bit of a message there. Like,
I don't know. Like,
this film is not just like, yeah, it's like a cheesy kind of low budget exploitation movie. It's actually a pretty good movie.
It's quite a good
movie, I think.
Bar all the nasty shit. I mean, it ends off really with the word martyr, explains that it's a Greek word for witness, and then ends with a shot of, like, a zooming out shot of Anna in that pool thing or table, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Horrific. And then it ends with Anna and Lucy little home videos of them as a kid. Pretty
Yeah.
sad, like, it's quite
really sad, hard hitting film.
hard hitting film, and it's just, I haven't seen the remake, but I'm guessing the remake doesn't go anywhere else different.
I have a feeling like it's just like this film, but it's a bit more watered down. Wouldn't be as shocking, maybe. I have to see the original, like, but maybe we'll watch the remake and see what it's like. But yeah, this film, I think out of all the exploitation ones that we're out there doing so far, this one's the best one. Like Megan is missing. What was it? Faces of Death. This one,
Faces of Death. Faces of Death was like some weird educational
compilation.
compilation video of all the ways to die. Strange. But hey, it did well.
It did very fucking well. Check that one out. Like, I couldn't believe we could get away with some of the stuff we were saying about that. I couldn't show that on the video, but yeah, that video done quite well.
Mm-hmm.
But Martyrs, there's no sequels to this, is there?
No, just the remake. But
Yeah.
there's no sequels, as far as I know.
For a French film, and I'm usually a fucker, like, I can't really. I do like the subtitles, like, but I'd rather in English so I can understand it, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but,
Yeah, like you made me watch Squid Games, though.
yeah. But, yeah.
Which is a crime because apparently you're meant to watch it in Korean.
Yeah,
and I did
because
go back and watch it in Korean and it's completely different.
when they dub it over to the English, the
You lose
loss
a
in
lot, like,
translation
yeah.
gets fucked. Like,
yeah,
I can
like,
understand
yeah,
that.
yeah. But anyways, no, and we didn't even have an option to watch it in English, so
What?
that's
What? This film?
yeah. So that's actually good then, because I've kind of forced you to watch it in the natural language,
Yeah.
and you get the tone and stuff like that of it. But
What did you think about the acting? Actually,
the two main actresses, Lucie and Anna, fantastic.
Are they Marjana and Moylene? Two.
Morgiana and Mylene, I think they're both French, I'm not sure. Very, very good.
Hats off to them girls. Like, they were fucking really good. They went through the ringer in that film.
They went through the absolute. Obviously, Anna went worse, but I mean, Lucy wasn't far off. She had it bad.
yeah.
The two of them, it was bad. They just got annihilated in the film. Absolutely annihilated.
Like, especially the.
And it's always women getting annihilated. Well, not always, but 99% of the time.
Yeah. Well, just the scenes with Anna getting absolutely bet around with that fella. Like, that's what I didn't really like too much. Like, that dragged on so fucking much. I think, like, they got a good half hour out of that. Just them scenes. Should go from one stage to another stage. Like, I was just, this is dragging on a little
Yeah,
bit
but
too
it
much.
shows
Like,
you, like.
it is. It was
That's the
my
point
stomach.
of showing you how much. Or
Yeah.
how many, you know what I mean?
It's real. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
It was
slow,
really,
like, it's
really
real.
good. I suppose, what are the likes, dislikes? I mean, it's hard to say, I like this film, because it's a very hard film to watch, and I have only watched it twice. So, I mean,
I probably wouldn't be in a hurry to watch it again.
yeah.
But I'm glad I did, because it's up there. Like, this is a really good film. I'm glad I did watch it though.
Definitely, like, it's listed in a number of places as one of the best horror films, you know. But it's one of those that are less known, probably because it's so extreme.
Yeah, it's quite fucking wild, isn't
Quite,
it?
sure.
Yeah, quite fucking wild. Like, another good pick from Dana, I have to admit.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, see, I don't know if I'm going down too far or if it's to keep going in this direction. You're going to have to let me know, people.
so far, I think keep fucking going. Like, these were meant to be saved for Patreon episodes. Maybe we can go into further detail over there and show video clips, because you can't do that on YouTube.
No, you can't do that.
So we could still talk about them on the Patreon when we get that going, and still continue on with your picks. You know what I mean?
Oh, also bear in mind, you probably won't find this movie on typical. You may do, but you may not.
Yeah, this is a passage to find. Like,
I found it on ftupmovies.com. I'm pretty sure you can just Google and find it somewhere streaming.
That's handy. You can
ftupmovies.com.
cast that with the iPhone.
Oh,
to
you
the
can,
TV.
yeah. Well, that's just what I did, but
That's handy. I didn't know the iPhones could do that.
level up. But yeah, so what would you score this out of 5?
A 4. I'd even almost be leaning to it, maybe like a 3.8, but no, I'll give it a 4.
I'm going to give it a 4.5 because it's a fucking standout film, and you cannot tell me another one. Well, you might be able to, but specifically this movie.
Yeah, like, the story's there. The acting is quite good, which is kind of rare for these sort of films. Like, usually the acting is trash. Like, Mademoiselle was a little bit... Like, when the society comes in halfway through, it adds a little bit of a chase to it, didn't it?
Slightly, yeah. They don't speak a lot, but that's good as well.
It does. Like you expect them. Like, it's almost like 3 films in one, because you get the little intro with the family, you get Lucy coming in and killing the family, then the corporation comes in.
Yeah, Lucy's backstory is a whole specific backstory. Like, yeah.
The society comes in. You have that arc, and then the abuse of shit, and then her turning to that state at the end. Like, the film is very chopped up, but like, just mad. Like, it's all the characters are good. The acting is very good. Like, keeps you engaged.
Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention though. I do want to mention before I go, because somebody will say it. Mademoiselle did tell Anna there's a reason why Lucy and the other girl were having those hallucinations, is because, like, you get to a certain level of trauma and you start hallucinating. Let's say so. Lucy had that hallucination or that, like, vision of that girl, and the other headless girl with this steel blindfold had the vision of what was it? Cockroaches on her skin or something like that.
Yeah,
That's why she was slamming her head against the wall. Just a side note. I left that out. But yeah, 4.5. Maybe watch once. Yeah, definitely.
It's a good one to show somebody. That's what we done last night. And
He didn't really say much. He just was silent throughout the whole film, and then literally got a taxi home straight after it. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, that's right. Actually, either goes.
So
yeah,
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know. Well, we went to see Terror for her together, didn't we?
Yeah,
But no.
we may check on her friend. That's us.
But yeah, if you made it this far, like the video.
Do subscribe.
Comment below with the suggestions. We're seeing them down there. Somebody suggested Fright Night. We might get to that.
Fright Night. Sorry, I looked it up. Is that comedy horror?
Yeah.
It said it on my app. It said comedy/horror. Listen, that's not what I do over here. That's what
Yeah.
he does with his troll.
Yeah.
Maybe he will pick that, but for me, no.
No, mine. I'm not going to tell you this, but mine next week. The pick is good.
Is it better than troll?
1,000,000%. That's going to be better than this film as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
So, Dee, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
See you on the next one.
Ciao.
I am Dracula.